AITA for laughing during my cousin's wedding speech. Because he used an old inside joke? Imagine being in the middle of a heartfelt wedding speech, the entire room silent, and suddenly someone snorts so loudly it echoes through the hall. Yeah, that someone was me, and now half my family thinks I ruined the wedding. Here's what happened. I, 30M, was at my cousin Ryan's 32M wedding last weekend. Ryan is one of those guys who loves the spotlight, the jokester, the entertainer, always has a story to tell. Growing up, we were close, and we had this running joke about how he always called himself the captain of whatever situation we were in. It started when we were kids playing video games, and he'd yell, "The captain always goes down with the ship," every time he lost. It stuck around for years. Fast forward to the wedding. Everything was going smoothly. The ceremony was beautiful, the food was great, and I managed to avoid awkward small talk with the distant relatives I don't remember. During the reception, Ryan got up to give his speech, and it started out as expected. Heartfelt, emotional, full of gratitude for his bride, Emily. But then, near the end of his speech, Ryan said something that caught me completely off guard. He looked at Emily, his voice cracking with emotion, and said, "Emily, you're my ship. And I promise, as your husband, the captain will always go down with the ship." I lost it. It wasn't a little chuckle or a polite smile. No, I full-on snorted. Loudly, in a room of 200 people. You could have heard a pin drop. But instead, everyone heard me trying, and failing, to stifle my laughter. It was the kind of laugh where you're not even in control anymore. The harder you try to stop, the worse it gets. Ryan froze. Emily looked confused. And then there was my aunt, Ryan's mom, sitting 3 seats away, glaring at me like I'd just insulted the entire family tree. I tried to play it off by coughing and pretending I choked on my drink, but it was too late. The damage was done. After the speech, Ryan came over to me, looking both amused and annoyed. "Seriously, dude? During that line?" he asked. I tried to explain that it wasn't the sentiment that got me. It was the inside joke. He laughed it off and said, well, at least someone appreciated it, but I could tell he was a little embarrassed. The real problem came later when my aunt cornered me at the dessert table. She went on about how disrespectful it was to laugh during such an emotional moment and how I'd ruined the speech. I tried to apologize, but she wasn't having it. "This was supposed to be the most important day of his life and you turned it into a joke," she said. My mom, who was standing nearby, chimed in to defend me, saying, "It was just a laugh, for God's sake. Ryan isn't even mad." But my aunt wasn't buying it. She muttered something about always being the one to cause a scene and stormed off. Now the family group chat is divided. Some people think it was harmless and that Ryan should have known I'd laugh at the reference. Others are siding with my aunt, saying I should have controlled myself and that it was inappropriate to laugh during a wedding speech, no matter the reason. Ryan texted me the next day saying he wasn't upset, but Emily apparently felt a little thrown off by my reaction. She didn't get the joke. She thought you were laughing at the idea of me being a good husband. Great. Now I feel like an even bigger idiot. To make matters worse, someone caught the moment on video. You can clearly hear Ryan's emotional speech, followed by my snort echoing through the hall. My cousin Jake thought it would be hilarious to upload it to the family group chat with the caption, "When you try to be romantic, but your cousin remembers your Xbox days." Thanks, Jake. Now it's immortalized forever. Since then, I've been second-guessing myself. Should I have just kept it together, even if the joke blindsided me? Was it really that big of a deal? Or is my aunt just blowing this out of proportion? So, Reddit, AITA for laughing during my cousin's wedding speech. Or was it just an innocent moment that got blown way out of proportion?